What's up, guys? How's it going? So today we're gonna be going over some tweets that are, well, they are already like a few weeks old, so I'm not the newest, I'm not covering something that's completely new. It's something that, got really a lot of traction, and what is something that, I'm kind of late to covering, but, just really wanted to cover because, wow, it's just, wow, alright. So, normally I don't check Twitter that much. In fact, I haven't used Twitter for a few days already. Like, I don't know, I just really don't use Twitter that much because, god damn, I just hate scrolling through my feed. Like, I follow a lot of people that I know, that I don't know. I follow mostly content creators, companies, whatever it is. But somehow, I don't know what is it. It just doesn't matter who the fuck you follow. You could follow your grandma, and somehow, you're just gonna see a random like tweet from her of her saying something really fucking stupid. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is with Twitter, but it's scrolling through Twitter. It's a good way to ruin your fucking day. Like, I just don't know why, but it's like every single bad take, every single horrible opinion, or extreme opinion, or just shitty take is just on Twitter, and you see at least one of them every single day. I don't know why. And usually, the worst part is that usually they are recommended by Twitter, and they're from an account that you've never heard of, from a person that you've never seen or heard of in your whole life. And Twitter just says, yeah, let's recommend this shitty fucking tweet to everyone, why the fuck not? So yeah, this is kind of like that, except that, it wasn't recommended, but, it was just something that I saw, and that is like, I don't know what to say. So I'm gonna show it to you guys, and I'm gonna talk about it, while I'm going over, and after it. So it starts by a tweet from Casey Neistat, who's a YouTuber or content creator. Really, I don't know what he does anymore. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he's a really great guy. He's a really nice guy. So he's just like I said, a really nice guy. And well, he said, so our cars he tweeted, November 24, so our cars got robbed this morning because Los Angeles is a crime-riddled third world shithole of a city, but tremendous appreciation and gratitude to the hard-working officers at the LAPD, who not only arrested the motherfucker, but they got all of our stolen goods back. So, regular tweet, you were like, okay, maybe he said motherfucker, alright, so, which surprises me, from Casey Neistat. Like I said, he's just a nice guy. He's just like a really nice guy. He just never insults anyone. So you can tell, he was hard by this. And but like I said, nothing interesting, right? Someone got robbed. Well, his car got robbed. Well, he called the police. The police, found the guy who robbed his vehicles, because it seems like there are many. And then he got everything alright. He still has, broken window. He still has a broken window, but still problem solved, alright? What could have come out of this? Like, this is not controversial, not like some extreme opinion or anything. Well, what happened is Seth Rogen decided to, to take, the fact that he called LA a third world country, like very fucking personally. So Seth Rogen just out of nowhere, like, he just shows up and he just shows up out of nowhere. He just fucking kicks down the fucking door, and he just says, dude, I've lived here for over 20 years. You're nuts. Haha. Now, I would try to do his laugh, but I really don't feel like destroying my vocal cords to try to replicate his really weird and scary laugh that he has. But, I'm just gonna say, haha. It's lovely here. Don't leave anything valuable in it. It's called living in a big city. How do you put it's lovely here, don't leave anything valuable in your car, alright? Like, it's just, no. It's just not how that works, right? It's called living in a big city, alright? For the people that don't know, Casey Neistat has been living in New York for like the past 20 years, which is a much bigger city than LA, both in size and, well, in people, in inhabitants. Casey Neistat, like I said, being a really nice guy, he's surprised by this weird fucking tweet by Seth Rogen. He just says, I can still be mad though, right? Feel so violated. Of course, like I said, he's just confused, but he's still nice, because I guess he just really doesn't like, doesn't like either insulting people or anything, but he still wants to know what the fuck, what the fuck is that tweet by Seth Rogen. And then Seth Rogen responds, "You can be mad, but I guess I don't personally view my car as an extension of myself, and I've never really felt violated any of the 15 or so times my car was broken into. Once a guy accidentally left a cool knife in my car, so if it keeps happening, you might get a little treat." Alright, let's... How the fuck do you get your car broken into 15 times, alright? By the way, Seth Rogen has been living in like LA for like 20 years, maybe less. That means that he's, on average, like his car gets broken into like almost once a year. I don't know what the fuck he does with his car. I don't know what he does with it, but he somehow just managed to get his car broken into 15 times in less than 20 years. And then he says, a guy left a cool knife in my car. Dude, I wouldn't call it a treat or a cool knife. Alright? I would call that possible murder evidence, you know, that some robber just left in your car to try to frame you for it. Like, holy shit. I would not take, you know, I would just not keep. Like, this guy, he just says it like he just put it on, like he just grabbed the knife and he just has it hanging on his wall. Alright, with like a big sign, like he's just really proud of it, but it's just a cool knife that who knows what the fuck the robber did, you know, that criminal did before with that knife. He could have easily, you know, like killed 5 people and then left that knife in his car just to, you know, get rid of the evidence. And then Seth Rogen just comes out with like, oh, cool knife, let me just grab it with my hands. Oh my god, it's so fucking cool. I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna frame it and hang it on my wall. And then, you know, of course, I don't view my car as an extension of myself, which, you know, I get some people, you know, don't see the car as an extension of themselves, but, you know, still getting your shit broken into and getting it stolen 15 fucking times and not giving a fuck. That's just, you know, that's just not, you know, not viewing your car as an extension of yourself. That's just being so out of touch because you're so fucking rich that to you, you know, getting your window, your car window, which are fucking expensive, you know, getting your car window replaced 15 times, whatever, which, you know, who knows, whatever it costs to replace what was stolen in the car, those 15 fucking times, you know, that's just, if you don't worry about that, then, you know, like, that's a lot of money that he has lost over those 15 years, and he just doesn't give a fuck of it. He just doesn't give a fuck. You don't want to know why? Because he's rich, right? And he just doesn't care. To him, you know, him just losing, you know, a few $1,000s of dollars just to replace 15 fucking windows and whatever was stolen, it's just nothing to him. So he just doesn't give a fuck. And you can tell that he's just so out of touch, right? He's just so rich and out of touch that he just doesn't care about his shit getting stolen. It's just like a really stupid take. I see, now this is why I wanted to talk about it, because wow. The Keshinasta says, I didn't get any treats. He just took the decorations for my daughter's 7th birthday party and left bloody handprints. Serious question, how did you get your car broken into 15 times? Good question, Keshinasta. Once again, being very nice to some really stupid comments that Seth Rogen left. And then Seth Rogen responds, I lived in West Hollywood for 20 years and parked on the street. A lot of people, Seth, a lot of people leave their car parked on the street in Hollywood. And yes, Hollywood is really fucking bad when it comes to crimes and, you know, shit getting stolen, but like, you have to, like, I don't know what the fuck he does. Like, I'm starting to think that it's like this is just one guy that has learned that over 15 years he just learned that, you know, he can just steal shit from Seth Rogen's car. He can just break into his car and he knows that nothing's gonna come out of it because Seth Rogen doesn't give a fuck. Like, that's just what seems to me, because holy fuck, like I said, a lot of people just park, you know, on the street on West Hollywood, but they don't, you know, get their car broken once a year. Also, it's actually shit was stolen, but LA is not some shithole city. As far as big cities go, it has a lot going for it. You can tell, first, you know, can tell he's just there to defend his city. He just went there because he called LA a third world country, a third world shithole country. Why do we go so hard to defend a city? So, you know, as far as big cities go, it has a lot going for it. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you live in LA and you're a criminal, and all you have to do is, you know, just learn, you know, what Seth Rogen's car looks like, and, you know, where he usually parks, and god damn, you're gonna be living, you know, very fucking well if, you know, you can just break into his car, you know, like at least once a year. you know, and he's just not gonna give a fuck. Like, holy fuck, you know. I mean, that's pretty profitable. You know, that's where it ends. Casey Neistat just straight up gave up. He just, you know what? I'm not gonna answer it. I'm fucking done with this stupid shit. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just like some really stupid takes, some really stupid comments by, you know, Seth Rogen. I feel it stupid, you know, to be proud, you know, of you not giving a fuck about your car being broken into 15 times in less than 20 years. Like I said, she's just out of touch. He's just too rich to really care about his stuff. You know, which prompts the question, you know, what if you break into his house and steal some of his shit? Will he actually give a fuck? Or, you know, will he actually call the police? Or, you know, or can you just, you know, go and break into his house, like, you know, at least once a month, and, you know, just live off that, you know, just breaking into Seth Rogen's cars or mansions or whatever it is that he has, and just taking his shit, because you know that he's not gonna give a fuck, because he doesn't see anything that is in his property as an extension of himself. So basically, as long as you don't do anything physical to him, he's just not gonna give a fuck. He's just not gonna call the police, and you can just take whatever the fuck you want, and he's just gonna, you know, replace it and just not give a fuck with a fucking random. And like I said, this is why I hate Twitter. This is why I very rarely use it, because, you know, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and well, see you guys in the next video. Subscribe. Bye. The fuck.